It's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, he had a rough night last night.
No.
Aw.
That and his eczema's acting up again, but it's all good. That's why he's sleeping so late right now.
No problem. Use a mama.
We're on! What's up, people? Hey, this is Chad.
And this is Holly. We have a super special guest with us today.
Yes!
Yay! Super excited. So if you're catching the replay, let us know at #replay down below.
Yeah, let us know where you're from. What's the weather like? It's actually raining here, which hasn't rained all summer, which is
I think that might be where the tech problems, just like when it rains, everything kind of like blah.
Yes.
So hopefully you got the opportunity. You're out. You went and grabbed something to drink, a nice tea, water. Got a pen and paper. We are about to really drop some stuff. I'm super excited to share Nia's story and what she's doing, what's going on.
What's up, Bonnie? What's up, Elena?
Hey, Elena. Hey, Bonnie. Appreciate you guys.
Yes. We're getting a bunch of people on here. What's up, Angela?
Hey, Angela. How are you? I saw your maple syrup and baking soda. That smells super good.
Baking soda and maple syrup?
She put some, I guess it like caramelizes it or something. I don't know. I saw it in her group. I was
perfect.
Scrolling for a momento.
There we go. All right, so let's get started. So I'm kicking off.
Yeah, totally kick it off.
Kicking it off. All right, so my name is Chad, and let's hear a little bit about my story.
You could be totally new here. You could be like seen us a couple times.
Yeah, you could. So, but we still have to explain who we are and why the hell are we on here talking. And we're gonna get first things first. Is are you guys excited to learn how this now newly single mama was going through some really tough times with 2 young kids, had to really like just do whatever it took. And I would just really want to give her the biggest shout out of like being able to make it work and end up signing 3 new clients her very first week, not just working with us, but like in business at all. Like never had a like business of her own, and I'm just super proud of her and excited to tell you. But real quick, who am I? My name is Chad Oxted, and so on my first day of my senior year was rough. And if you guys watch some of the other videos, you know that my dad actually passed away on my first day of my senior year, and I went through a wild spurt after that, in the sense of that I almost didn't graduate high school, and I actually didn't graduate on time and had to go to summer school and almost got kicked out of summer school. So I'm not like the super smartest person in the world, but you
are the most super amazing.
Thank you. And I did grab something in that whole thing. And I remember the only thing my parents ever fought over was money, and that it gave me this like motivation to like want to not be mediocre, because and not be like just scraping by to get money, right? And so I made the difference. And let me know if that's ever been that something of you guys, your parents ever fought about money, or like you ever were scraping by. And so I've been really quick, I've been purposefully on accident and on purpose homeless several times in my life, in the sense that I didn't I actually lived in a house that smelled so bad of cat urine, on a blow-up mattress. But I do remember that I would sit out on their balcony on a broken chair overlooking this little like river creek thing, and remembering that my life was going to be better, and that I was going to be able to step into a future where I have somebody that I love, and we're going to be able to travel and be able to live on the beach and be able to eventually like build our house. And I've been manifesting all of these pieces to be able to put all that together, and it's just been amazing. But step forward like a few years, 3 years or so, I'm in a business where I'm making great money. However, I felt like my purpose had been lost, and I got this spark to like start doing my own events. And I did my own events, and I saw some of the shifts and the breakthroughs that people were having in that event. And then we did a retreat in the Dominican Republic, and people had such massive quantum shifts in their business. And I'm like, I had this breakthrough that that's what I wanted. I wanted to help people step into a new possibility in their life and be able to really take a quantum leap in their mindset, in their marketing. But I didn't know how to do all the detail stuff. I didn't want to do any of the detail stuff. I didn't want like any of that. So I had to like manifest and like attract somebody that actually knew all that stuff, and which is amazing. And luckily I found the most love of my life, and she
found each other
is the most powerful person that I know. And I'm just so happy that you're in this world with me, you know, impacting these people's and amazing clients and stuff's life. So
thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you more.
Me too. Quantum transformation has been something that I've been so passionate about. Like in my own life, I started very young on the streets. I was about 16, out on my own, had no guidance whatsoever. I was in a state that I didn't know anybody. I literally got in a fight with my mom, like bags in my hand, walking out at 2 o'clock in the morning with nothing and nobody. It put me into a state of like survival, right? I'm a teenager. I don't know anything. So I did what I had to do at radical levels that ended me up in the entertainment industry for quite some time. I ended up having my first daughter, and I knew that being a mom, I had to get out of the industry. I had to like totally transform my life. And I thought that college was the answer. Have you guys ever gone through that? Like, college is going to change everything for me. So I went to college, excuse me. So I went to college as I was working, and I ended up coming across someone who was starting a business online, like a local business, helping business owners get online. I went to college for e-commerce and marketing. So like I knew back in like the AOL days that like I wanted to be online. And I heard that tone. I was like, oh my gosh, I want this. So I would always even say like in the club when they would be like, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would always be like, I'm going to be online. I want to travel the world and be online. And they were like, yeah, good luck, kid. Right. So I went to college thinking like I was going to learn everything and be in college and get all of that. Right. And I got what I got from it. And I ended up landing a position with this brand new company helping local businesses get online. And like it was 2004 and my world like changed, and I absolutely loved it. Like I was so hungry to get that transformation that I went out there. I quickly built myself up. Like I quickly built top salesperson into vice president of the company. I got over 300 clients within 6 months. Like I was really good at doing it. I really loved it. I was super passionate about it because I was working with local businesses and building up local communities, and it was something I really, really loved. And then I got in an accident actually it was at a McDonald's. I slipped, I hurt my hip, and everything fell back down. I was in a place like I could not fulfill on my job. My job consisted of me driving around everywhere to businesses. I couldn't walk. In fact, because of that, it instilled like a whole slew of health challenges that I've been having for years. It's been over 10 years since that moment where everything kind of shifted. I lost the career of my dreams, right, and ended up like not quite knowing what to do. It got to a point where I was in a hospital bed and I had a nurse come to me and say, like, we need to get you on disability. We're not sure if you're ever going to be able to walk again. And that moment, guys, I'm telling you, like, no, this is not what I want for my life. This is not what I'm going to have for my life. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And I'm going to, like, I know the skills to get online. I'm going to take them all and I'm going to do it myself. Right. And it took me a little bit to make that transfer. And I was able to I just started putting myself out there. I just started doing videos from my hospital bed, and the people that saw my videos, like when you just put yourself out there, you never know who is going to show up or how or what that could do, right? So I've been able to, since that day, been able to grow my business just to massive levels, work with some incredibly high level marketers and entrepreneurs, 8, 9-figure earners, helping them run their companies, consulting over funnels for Grant Cardone, Giancarlo Barraza, working alongside Dave Sharp and Dee Ferengia, like really super cool people. Been able to travel all over the place. I'm walking now, so woo-hoo, lots of love and hearts. And I've literally gone through it all, like just that quantum transformation is like, I've done it and I've been there, and I see what it takes. And my whole heart is helping people, like whatever it takes, however I can empower and equip you guys for that. Like, that's my heart. That's my drive. That's my mission. So Nia, that's why I love your story and what it is that you do, because ultimately it's been walking people through the processes that we've walked through and being able to really come up with a solid, a really solid thing that has been transforming people. And I absolutely love it. So that's all I got to say. Are you guys excited? Are you guys
ready? Are you guys excited? Do you want to hear how Nia was able to break through and be able to take what was really like a infancy of just a really amazing skill, right? And build a business that's been able to support her and her very 2 small kids. As you can see, there's one of them right there.
I love it.
And so it's just so amazing what you have been able to do, and not just going to be supporting, but when these start rolling through, is going to be like a shift in your reality in life. So I'm just super excited for that to happen.
Super excited. So as always, I have to give these disclaimers, right? And I need you guys to agree on a few things. Everything we ever show you is always to use good for the good of humanity and to empower and impact other people. Do you promise?
We need a promise.
Yes.
Drop a yes below.
Awesome. Okay, moving forward though, and always to everything that we also share, we can't guarantee everything. People really put in the heart and dedication and the work to make this a reality for them. So everything that we're sharing today, everything that Nia is sharing today, we've put in the work, we've put in the effort, and we've put in the dedication to make it happen no matter what. Circumstances, we are quantumpreneurs, right? Our circumstances do not define what we do, but we are overcomers and find solutions. And Nia, I'm just super duper duper awesome. So we're going to go through a few things today. You guys are going to learn how to really confidently get your message to your perfect client, even if you have no idea what you're doing. Right? You don't have to have it all together, and we're going to share that with you here in a little bit. Right, we're also going to talk about, and you're going to learn how to package your programs to sell, even if you don't have anyone to sell to. A lot of people think they need this huge audience and have that part all together. I'm telling you, you do not have to do that. So we're going to talk about that today. And we're also going to share with you how to know what to say when you're having your clarity calls and getting on the actual phone with people, because that part is super duper important. So are you guys excited? I say we get over. I'm done talking. I want to hear Nia and her story and share a little bit about her.
Yeah, Nia, why don't you real quick give us where were you, give us her backstory. What is, what have brought you to doing what you're doing, and kind of where were you at when you came to us?
First started.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Perfect. Well, gosh, I wish I could say I was in a really happy place when I came to you guys, but the perfect word to describe where I was at when I approached you two was terrified. I was scared. I was confused. I was, those would be the best words, because just that earlier that week, my husband of 9 years had told me that he didn't know if he wanted to be married anymore. And it wasn't anything that, nothing we could pinpoint, nothing that I had done except for just having, 2 kids and us moving a lot, but it was because of his job while we were moving. So it wasn't, like finances or anything like that. And, our marriage was never like perfect, but he had just turned 40, and I guess he did a little reflection of his life and he didn't like where he was at. And that unfortunately included me and the kids. So that's how I knew, though, once, because he had first started saying those things and started to be distant and withdrawing from me. And then that's when I was like, I got to do something just in case, to prepare myself for whatever. Because yeah. And again, I'm not trying to, bad talk my husband because we are technically still married, although we are, but gonna be separating soon.
I didn't mean to do any laughters. There was supposed to be open mouths. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. So I was just like, okay, I gotta do something to prepare myself in case this goes the worst way. Because, as a mother, your first instinct is oh my goodness, because I've been a stay-at-home mom that whole time. I've been out of the workforce at that time for 4 years. And I was in we just moved to Texas. So I didn't know anyone here. So yeah, I was terrified. It's not like I'm as young as I was before. So that's when I was like, okay, what can I do? And I knew I had before, when I was working, I was pretty good at working for others. So I've been an executive before. I've been a professor. I've been those things. And so I was like, and all of those things, I used my passion, which was writing. And so I was like, okay, how can I take my writing into something that can help us? So, and then I remember Chad, when we met at the Landmark Forum, and yeah, he was awesome there. And it was, yeah, so
my big mouth paid off.
Yeah. So I was like, let me call him and see, or Facebook him and see if he can do anything.
Awesome. And so when you came to me, you weren't doing what you're doing now.
No, I wasn't doing anything. I was just taking care of my babies at home.
So, you hadn't worked in that industry in like 4 years, or?
Yeah, maybe probably more than that, because before I had my children, I was doing more so just teaching at the college and stuff.
Got it. Professor, is it Professor Nia?
Professor Nia.
Yeah.
Sounds like
that is interesting. Awesome. I didn't even know that. But awesome. So you came to me and you said, I need to figure something out and I don't know what to do. And so how does that go from, how did you, because you came to us and you were not confident.
No, not at all. Actually, I was like, again, I immediately went into maybe I can work for them. I never thought about starting kind of on my own, or it's like, maybe he knows somebody that I could work for or something. I didn't really know, so no, I was not confident in anything. One, because, also because of the marriage I was in, I wasn't being built up at all in my marriage. So a lot of, I had taken on a lot of that into every aspect of my life, thinking that I don't have a lot to offer. I used to always say I'm just a stay-at-home mom, when I should be like, I am a stay-at-home mom. You guys,
right?
I
love you. It's amazing. The transformation. That's about amazing.
Right. Well, so yeah, like just my husband didn't recognize the value in all of that. So, 1 minute, Miriam. So yeah, there was that. And, I had no confidence whatsoever, because I never.
So working with us, how did you end up like cultivating your like confidence to be able to, because you joined our coaching, and we'll talk about like, you know, kind of the situation you're in then, but like later, but like, how did you get over the shyness and the like stuff? Like, how did that like go from, how did you go from like,
No, I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I'm just a stay-at-home mom to like, you're like a boss now.
Right. That's how I describe myself now. Like, I really feel it. Like, if I could wear sunglasses, I would. Yeah, it has to be prescription for me. My children have broken those. So, oh gosh, really, it was just listening and hearing the value. Like, for example, I remember I even said to you, Chad, once, I was like, Chad, are you sure that you want to work with me? I'm kind of a hot mess. And you were like, I wouldn't have called you back if I didn't see your value. And I remember like, that really, you know, for the love of Pete, one moment, my daughter is screaming, Miriam, come in here then.
This is real life, right? It
yes,
just kind of proves the point. Like,
yes, I'm so sorry. I tried to have things set up for before.
We like authentic client attraction, right? Is all about authenticity and life and being able to like incorporate all of this. It really becomes like a lifestyle, right?
Right. And normally that would have thrown me off completely because I'm like, oh no, you know, things aren't perfect. Oh my gosh. But now I'm just like, excuse me one moment, this awesome mother, I need to take care of my daughter, you know? I'm still awesome at what I do and have a lot to say.
Yes.
But before, yeah, with the whole confidence, I didn't, it was just listening, like, and it was the constant reaffirmation from you guys telling your stories, you know, and relating to what I was going through, you guys being patient when my kids were, you know, you didn't like totally like scream away or whatever if my child came in crying or something. Whereas before I'm like, you know, so just constantly getting that reaffirmation and you guys looking at me like I was a professional, like I was a boss. You never ever, you know, like totally was like, oh, well, Nia, you just be quiet. Don't say anything right now. You know, it was never that. You were like, Nia, what do you have to say? What do you have to offer? What do you think? So the more and more that I experienced that in the coaching and in speaking with you guys, that's what built up my confidence. And then before you know it, I told you guys I have like the alter ego Chad that's in my head.
I love that.
Awesome.
So
that's so awesome. Awesome. So orthotic is every video I do. That's awesome, Josh.
Yes.
Cool. So what's some of the stuff we've done to help you kind of hone in your messaging that's going to like attract that has been attracting your perfect person?
Well, you guys told me first, like the value of being online and having an online presence on Facebook, on LinkedIn. So just really getting those things together and in order and having that, you know, kind of like a system in place there. The other thing was, you know, getting my videos together because people like to see you on videos. So just, you know, doing those videos, whereas before I was very like, oh no, I can't do a video. I gotta get my hair done or, you know, or something like that. But just normally, but you know, just getting on there and being me. So just doing the videos and then also just teaching me little things like positioning, pricing. That was my big thing because I have a bleeding heart. And so I used to give away my services pretty much. But now I'm like, no, my time is valuable. I have 2 other little people that I'm looking after and I, you know, provide excellent service. So you need to pay.
Awesome.
Yeah, so like just teaching me those type of things that it's okay to ask for your worth, you know?
Yeah, totally.
That is such a big thing and people don't even really
videos.
Well, Audrey, this could be the breakthrough that you made, right? And so, all right, awesome. So,
Well, we talked about like your pricing and stuff. That was a big thing for you. So
Yeah.
let's talk about like the second little thing that we talked is how to package your programs to sell, even if you don't really have anyone to sell to, or how's that worked out? Being able to package your programs and put that out there.
I just want to acknowledge and kind of pat myself on the back. Nia, how good did I do with the secrets and like coming up with for this?
Oh, you did so awesome that like now my packaging is so good that when I present it to other people, I'm shocked if they say like no or come back. I'm like, did you hear what I said? Like, why are you saying no? Okay. You're just wasting my time. I get it.
You're not serious about this.
Right, you're not serious. You don't want to change your life. Okay.
That was so good. I like that.
Yeah, it's true though, because I'm just like, oh, okay, you're not, because the line of work that I do, it could completely impact your life. All you have to do is just sign up. And so, so I was like, why wouldn't people just sign up right away? I don't get that. So. Yeah,
I'm gonna actually probably cut that out and use it in one of our ads and like talk about our program, just so you know. That's gonna be cool.
Totally.
I don't know why you wouldn't sign up right now. Like,
right.
You tell them.
Exactly. It's just
So I'm just thinking like, how? All right, so.
Ultimately, before you were working with us, you were kind of giving away,
she didn't have a business. She was working for somebody else, and so you didn't have anything to give away.
So, and then we started getting, so what was that process? Right. So what was that process? What did that look like to really, like if you wanted to share or give some advice on how to to package that together? Would that be a good idea?
Yeah, like I'm just trying to think of like what kind of exercises we did to help you kind of get how to even like figure out what you should be charging, like that type of stuff. Like what was the value that you got out of that?
Well, again, for me, it was the process that I went through was it was just breaking down a lot of the mindsets for me. Like I was just thinking, well, I don't want to, for me, I always thought, no, especially as someone, that is a Christian, I was like, no, I can give my services away. I'll get rewarded later, and plus, it's not about money all the time. It's not this and that. All those things are still completely true. I still totally feel that way. It's just also I have a gift, and this is what you guys have told me, a gift that I'm required to do in this world. And I have people that I need to take care of. And there's nothing wrong with, paying for quality. There's nothing wrong with paying for services. I do it all the time. I tip because people give good service. It just, and that's stuff that people don't even ask for. They don't ask for a tip, but yet I feel obligated to pay just because out of my own, because I'm like, wow, that was really good service. Let me make sure I pay. So of course, if I'm providing a service that does require, payment, but it should be that much more easier. I have no problem paying people if the guy came, like I just had my AC fixed and now I'm cool. And before I was hot, I paid him for that and he did an excellent job. And I, wrote a review. That's just how I operate whenever it comes to paying for services. It's not a thing that I guess before I was looking at it as, oh no, I'm, trying to, I guess rip people off or something because I can charge this much, but it's not about any of that. It's all about just, doing unto others always, and that comes with money. Money's not that, it's not that serious. I guess, it's just money. You put it, that's what it's for. It's meant to pay for things that you need. That's it.
That's so awesome. Wow. I don't even remember we talking about that, but I'm glad you had that breakthrough.
Yeah, you guys helped with the mindset part a lot because my mindset was always like, oh no, I don't know. And then just because you helped me with the whole, reminded me of what my value was, and that, like when you guys said, hey, Nia, you should get into grant writing. I was like, I've done all types of writing, but grant writing, not so much, but you guys were like, no, you can totally do this. And I'll never forget when you guys were like, because I was like, well, I don't have the certification. I don't even think there's a certification, but I was like, I don't have that. And because, I went to college, I thought you have to, when you go to college is awesome. But when you go to college, you expect, always to have that title, like whatever you do, like, I gotta have a title, whereas you guys are like, okay, Nia wants a title, we'll give her a title. Okay, we told you grant writer. You guys actually did that for me, and I was just like, okay, I guess I'm a grant writer then. I took it and ran because I could be a little egotistical, so I took it. I was like, hi, my name's Nia, I'm your grant writer.
Yes, and so we're actually handing out certifications today. If you're on here, you have a program that you actually give value to the world. I now certify you in whatever the hell you do. I don't care what it is. Like, if it's valuable to the world and people need it, you are now
You're
certified. Congratulations. Woo! Congratulations. You guys are all certified.
Awesome.
So that's a big thing, is there's a lot of people that make tons of money selling certifications that literally, like, but they're like there's a person out there that says anything you need a license for or your tax for is usually crap, right? It's all made up. It's all made up. So are certifications, right? And so somebody decided that, hey, we should come up with a certification for this, and we'll give them some sort of training that might be valuable or it might not. But then we're going to really charge for that certification.
Right. I don't want to discount trainings either.
Because
there's
there's trainings that are valuable.
Totally.
But there's also certifications that are literally just like,
yeah.
Congratulations, you are certified.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
So, awesome. So I think ultimately, like, what I'm hearing and what I love about our programs is it's not just the, like, packaging. It's not just like the conscious stuff, but it's also the mind, like the stuff that you don't even think of, that are huge breakthroughs to be able to get through. So that it's a lot more than just
right.
Like, how to do this, like do lists, where that could look different for everybody.
Right. Because one of the things, like, most people
we're getting thanks.
Yeah, because most people would think that you guys would just be like, you're regimented and would just stick to this. But you guys really got to get to know me and what I needed, and you recognize the things that I was struggling with, and that's what you honed on. And then because you honed specifically on those things that were bothering me, or that I was struggling with, or I didn't have confidence with, those are the things that shined. And those are the things that needed to shine in order for me to, get to where I am today. So thank you for just being so conscientious.
Yes, you are so welcome. It's something that I've, like, really truly believe in, is there's, like, so many courses and so many things out there, and it's like people don't need a course, they need real transformation.
Yeah.
And really to, like, that walk with, right? And that's what I love what we do.
And that's why we've kind of transformed our whole program into not just, we're hooking people with the marketing and getting clients and stuff, but really it's about transformation and, like, completely changing your life and all that good stuff, because that's really the stuff. But that's really the stuff that's in people's way, but nobody ever, like, really acknowledges that that's a thing, because nobody wants to be, like, fixed. And we're not fixing you anyway. We're just cleaning off all the shit that's in your way and getting it, like, so you can just go, right? And so you're perfect, and yeah, you're perfect, and you don't need fixing. You just need to see your true self, and become empowered to be and clear a path and point you in a direction, give you a plan, and then boom, you're off to the races. And that's what we did for Nia, and that's what we do for all of our clients. And so that's the thing.
Totally. So let's go on to the third, like, how to know what to say on your clarity call. How to know what to say on your clarity calls that 10x the clients to be able to join.
Yes. So what did we teach you in the sales process? And like all of that that helped you close, 3 deals. And I say close very loosely. Some people don't like that word, but like just suck it up for this call. So what helped you open up a possibility of love with 3 people in your first date?
Well, for me, it was positioning, because lots of times I kind of have a real, just naturally, I'm a nurturer. I'm a acquiescent type of person, like I'm a people pleaser, huge, huge, huge people pleaser. So for me, I would translate that into my calls, So, but you guys taught me positioning, like, which I had never really thought of before. People had used it on me. I don't know how many times, and so a people pleaser, of course, I was like, you're right, I should buy that, just because of their positioning. And then so I had no idea that's what they were doing. And then I realized, I was like, oh, I now am a boss. So I can do that as well. And so positioning for me really helped with clarity calls, just in like, okay, this is what I have. This is what I have to offer. This is what I can do for you. This is how it's going to completely change your life. And so give me a call when you're ready. And whereas before I'd be like, okay, if you're not ready, then I can do this, or I could do that, or I can, or I'll call you back. I'll continue to call you back. No. If you can't talk right now, that's okay. I'll get to you later. Whereas there is a sense of urgency when it comes to, I like to say, like when you're in the line of work that transforms lives, timing is everything. Mm-hmm. And so there's a sense of urgency. Like if it's meant to be, if there's a relationship between you and me that's supposed to happen, why would you postpone that? Mm-hmm. So, and I don't believe in coincidences. And so that's why I'm like, oh no, we're supposed to be talking. This is supposed to happen. Let's do this. So I've learned a lot about positioning. Like before, I had no idea exactly how to do that, because again, it tied into, I'll be the second person or the third person that you call, or I'll always be here, don't worry. Whereas in reality, that's just not true. I mean, we're always going by timelines, if you missed the bus, you missed it. If you're supposed to be somewhere at 12 and it's 12:15, you're late. So, everything goes by timing, and positioning is just learning positioning and how to use that in your calls. That's what helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good. One of the things, I made a post about somebody that reached out to us on LinkedIn and was interested in pricing for our coaching and like really interested, all this stuff. And I'm like, whoa, back up. I mean, like figuratively, I didn't actually do that, but I made a post about it on Facebook, and I said, what do you guys think I did? And what would you do? And this is the thing, is like most people would jump all over that. Mm-hmm. Like, this is what we do. Our program is 12 weeks and we do complete transformations. And we, this is what this client said about us and this client and so on and so forth. And like, I'm so excited. But this is the thing. We don't know if they're right for us. They might not be an empower-based person. Yeah. They might not be driven to like really change the world. They might not be somebody that is like made out for our group. We don't let people, we're looking to kick a bunch of people out of our Facebook group, let alone our coaching group.
And everyone on here, you're on the live, like you guys all know, you answered the questions, and like we legit go through the questions. And if you don't answer the questions, we legit say like, hey, answer the questions, or like, because that stuff's important. You guys are important, and who we work with is important. That's what ultimately, like when you have the people that you are just so driven and absolutely love to work with, that like that's your passion. Like you don't want to just give out all your info, and I don't know you.
Right. So that's so true. Yeah, with the qualifying, because I didn't have a system in place of qualifying the people. And so you guys really helped me put that system together of how to qualify people before I even speak with them. Because again, my time is important. And especially with these two little ones, and so I was like, before I would be on the phones for 2 days, just talking to people, and I only got like 2 people, and that's a lot of time not getting paid.
Totally. So.
So real quick. So I apologize. So is it Angel Leah? Is that how it's pronounced? I just want to be clear because I knew there's something a little different about that, and I apologize for kind of just completely butchering that. So I apologize. Yeah, so totally. And so the positioning thing, a couple tips on that is we do a lot of, hey, if you're interested in this, comment below type posts. Those are super powerful. And I always get people to like reach out to us. The more that you get people to come to you, the more they are going to like move forward with whatever you're doing. I'll give you an example. If somebody's liked your post, they're 7 times more likely to work with you than if they've never interacted on anything. And so, like, demanding engagement. Like, I want some hearts right now for that. That was really solid information. Leave me some hearts down below. Drop some hearts. If you're on here and you haven't dropped any hearts or comments, that is just not acceptable.
Spread the love.
Spread the love.
Yes, totally. So,
you want to give some tips on positioning or any of that stuff?
Well, ultimately, I think what's been the most valuable is really overcoming objections.
Yes, that's huge.
Yes, before you ever get on the phone with people. Because like that's going to be, it's ultimately setting yourself up where by the time you get on the phone with them, it's really like kind of an interview process at that point. Like they know what you do. They've overcome a lot of the common objections. And then by the time they're on the phone with them, you're just at the point, like, is this a good match? Right. And making a decision there. And I think positioning it that way is super huge.
Right.
Exactly. So it's, and we teach a 4-step close in our coaching program to our coaching clients. And I'm adding another, and I'll just reveal the 5th one because I'll leave the 4th to everybody for the coaching. Is the 5th one is why now, right? Why is now the time for you to take action and take your business to the next level? Why now are you going to move forward? And if you guys, want to drop something like below, why are you looking to make a change? You got on this live. A lot of everybody is they get on these lives and they get some sort of insight, they get some sort of something, and then they don't do anything with it. They like information. Mm-hmm. And information will never change your life without action.
Totally. That's good.
People thought I was closing there. Couples for but there's nothing to sell here, so sorry for your. But anyways, so that is so. With that,
that's really powerful, by the way, and I love asking that to the people who are, because it's really insightful. You get a ton of information, and yeah, that's also a good positioning. So high five.
Why now?
Yeah. What were you about to say?
Oh, so. With that said, we actually just redid our coaching program into something that is so much beyond just a coaching program that it's literally going to transform everything. I'm just so excited to unveil this. But I want permission. So if you guys are interested in hearing about our new program that we're launching here, drop a yes below, and so we
don't even call it a program. It's like an experience,
a transformational, a complete transformation in your life and your business.
This is an experience, like a walk with you experience. Can I just want that water?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I need more time with my kids. I'm ready to make a change, control my career. I'm not my boss. I want to control the amount of money I make. I'm ready to make a difference. Heck yeah. I'm a mama too. So when like mamas unite, right? I love when you just stood up and you're like, Totally. I'm like, we got my son, we're getting ready to actually be able to homeschool. So being able to do all of this at home and have like our kids, it's like not even being able to be at home. It's like investing that they see like that there's a way. Right. And that's something that has been precious that I've been able to give my children. Awesome.
I need I need permission here. I'm not going to go into our program and go into all this details if we're not getting permission. Awesome. Tanya, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas, for the first interaction from you today. Congratulations. Partner with someone that is documented, has interviewed and interviewed.
Kind of stuck in my head around step by step rather than conceptual ideas around what to do. Positioning versus program. Yeah. Yes. Awesome. All right.
Yes. We got some permission. I like it. And that's I'll give that tip real quick. Yes. Gotta go back to work now. Audrey, you'll have to come back and
come
watch
back and see the end. We got something good.
Yes. Okay. So I'm really excited. We're breaking down. So obviously we did a lot of mindset stuff in our coaching program, right, Nia?
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes.
However, we never had specific time for all the HUD stuff. And like it was never set up into a specific program, right? It was never set up in a way of like, this is what we do with this week, and then this is what we do this week. It was never like formulated. Mm-hmm. You might have seemed it might have seemed formulated for you, but we really just
floated.
Yeah, we floated. We saw what you guys were working with, and then there was a little bit of a program in the sense of like, this is what you need to do first, is come up with your target market, and we're using that structure, but we're making it way. So why don't you?
Yeah, thank you. So much better at this. So ultimately, what we did is, as we've been coaching and having just these like crazy, amazing transformations. We have more stories that are super powerful, like Nia, of our family that we've really cultivated over the last few months. We've taken all the breakthroughs that we've seen. We've gone through the process of what everyone has gone through, and we've really put it down into broke it down into 3 different phases and giving you guys like the most quantum impact. And that's really what our experience is about here. So starting September 24th, we open the doors. It's our first night of Quantum Impact. And what we've done is we've broken it down into 3 phases. One being like all of the foundational stuff, getting your packages, your programs, like not just like the stuff that you have to do to be able to do it, but the mindset stuff. Like we've seen, not only have Chad and I gone through it ourselves of the mindset stuff, but we've walked through with our clients to go through and there's a pattern. It's Nia, you are not alone in what you went through. We can go time at a time of helping people find their voice and standing in their confidence and their greatness and their power. And that's important to really have that difference and that transformation, right, is have it. So we broke it down. So after we get all the foundational stuff.
1 second. Go ahead. Who believes that's on here has something going on in their energy, their heart, their mind, their whatever. I don't know what it is. Something subconscious, something in that like fabric of your being, like the way that you ended up, like there's something blocking you that's in the way of really being fully, like the full expressed version of yourself, the fully successful in the way that that vision that you've had, that way of like that what you're out to do in this world is being dampered, it's being lessened because of something that is holding you back in your stuff. I don't know what it is. Could be energy, could be heart-based, could be mindset-based, could be subconscious-based. I have no clue.
Everybody's different, but you know.
But you know that there's something that is holding you back. It's keeping you from moving forward. It's keeping you from really dominating in your business, your life, whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Drop me a agree with that below.
Yeah,
absolutely broken
totally.
that too.
So that's about like getting through, like having that foundations are so super important, right? Is building that solid foundation, getting super clear on everything. A lot of people want to go straight to the automation and get me clients, but they don't have this stuff all figured out first. So the curriculum of the is brought to do that, and then we move over into the automation side, and we help you actually like get the clients and build the systems together, be able to leverage and position yourself more. And get the sale. That kind of stuff comes into phase 2. And as you go through that, there are mindset things that come up. Every single one of us have them. You are not alone, right? So we have designed it all to be able to help you with those breakthroughs as you go through the whole process of everything. And then in phase 3, we start breaking down the traffic. Now you have your systems together, like you started with the foundations, then you get your systems and everything together, and now it's about building your audience, it's about getting traffic, it's about positioning yourself even more, creating content. It's a whole new game once we get to phase 3. So, and again, there's even more mindset stuff. This is such a journey, you know, your whole life will always be evolving and growing. I love it. But we know what mindset challenges come with that phase of the game as well. So we've broken it down to help you guys make sure you have like the really quantum impact transformation in your business and in your life. So something that's really been in my heart to add to this as like an even bonus, like what is really going to bring quantum impact in people's lives. And for me, I've found that in a lot of health, and I've been able to like literally find a ton of value in my performance, in our performance, right? Because he's eating with, he's taken on the challenge of eating you've always ate healthy anyway.
But I thought it was healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, so really being able to help your performance levels and your time management things so you can handle running a business, being an entrepreneur, having a family, like living the life and doing all of the things that are important to you. Like it's so much more than just giving you like, here's some strategy and like, here's some mindset, but like you also got to take care of your body and your mind and being able to perform at high levels and to withstand so you don't get over like, I had we didn't really share too much of my breakdown, but just total overwhelm, adrenal fatigue. That'll be a different story if you guys haven't seen that yet. As soon as you'll hear more about that as you go more in depth and learn more about us, the adrenal fatigue and what happened with that. So it's a huge passion to help entrepreneurs as you're going through to really be at your maximum performance levels as well.
Yeah, so Holly's adding this in as a bonus. We haven't even talked about this at all.
Ever.
She just kind of threw it in here, which is awesome. We've talked about it before.
Awesome.
Of kind of just throwing it in as like kind of a bonus. Like, how do you eat and for performance? What you put in your body for performance? How to actually be like how what you put into you actually controls like your actions. Like it's really quite crazy how I can tell if she's ate something that's off, her whole way of being is completely off. And
and when I eat on point, guys, I am high performance, max, like on fire constantly. And how do I do that? It's been like through eating and time management type stuff. So really think it's super important to include that because ultimately, again, guys, this is a transformational experience. It's for you. It's for your business. It's for your family. It's that's what it was designed to be. Is to really give you that walk with experience that you need to actually get results. Right, because we've been online for years. I think both of us are going on 5-6 years online, something like that. Over 5-6 years online, and we've seen and we know, right, and truly been able to go through where I feel 1,000,000% confident and absolutely love and passionate about what we do. So if you guys would like more in-depth information on what that entails, I want you guys to drop a QI in the comments, and I will personally reach out to you and get you guys going on more information to learn about that. So.
Yep. So we do have a little bit of a process that we need people to go through. We need know a little bit more about you if you're a good fit. We're not going to. We will do a phone call, even if we'll do a phone call with you. Regardless, if you fill out the application below that you get after you put QI down there, we'll do a call with you just so you know, and we'll kind of see what's going on with you and see if this is a really good fit, because we can't just tell by an application. You might be way more than just an application. And
well, you are way more than an application, right? And everybody has a unique story, and I want to know people's, like, what you're up to and how you're making an impact. Like, the biggest thing that motivates me and drives me every day is that when I help our clients get results, lives are being transformed. Like Nia, when I help Nia get results, she has helped a veteran's mom get her first grant to start her business, right? That's huge. Like, there's people's lives that are being transformed because I'm helping her, right? And that's, to me, like, that drives me more than anything else does. So I want to get on the phone. I want to hear about what it is that you're up to and what you're doing and your vision, and really make sure this is going to be the best fit that's really going to give you that quantum transformation that you're looking for. So I look forward to talking to you guys.
Jack, I want to just clarify, please means you want the application, and that it really means QI. I just want to make sure to clarify that. Nia, I want to talk about real quick when you first got started. You kind of were in a weird spot money-wise, in the sense that can you explain that?
Absolutely. Oh gosh, yeah. I didn't, because again, as my husband, he controlled the money. So he looked at, in our marriage, he looked at money as his money and my money. And as a stay-at-home mom, what type of money does that mean I have, you know? So I couldn't do anything although we together make a lot of money, I, on my end, didn't have any. And he wasn't supportive in that area of me, pursuing my own. So yeah, I had no money. I had one credit card that I took out in my own name. And I am terrified of debt just because I didn't have a job to, pay for anything. So when you guys came up with the amount for your coaching, I was like, how am I gonna do this? I don't have the money. And then Chad was like, you have a credit card. I was like, I know, but I don't have the money to pay it back. He's like, but we can get you the money to pay it back. That's why you're doing coaching. And I was like, I was so nervous. It was just not even, because I was like, that just seems irresponsible and crazy. And yeah, so yeah, for me, I started with nothing. But again, we have, and I love that, I love how Chad and Holly both were like, you have things other than money though. We all have stuff that we can, do without or whatever to, so if I was super duper concerned about my credit card, I could pay it off by, I have shoes that I don't even wear, that are like in the in the 3-digit range, and so like there's things I could do to pay off my card and stuff. It's all about timing, and it's all about, if the hour was 3:00, that's the Chad and Holly hour. And the clock hit 3:00. That means I have to go. It's time for me to do what I have to do at 3:00, Chad and Holly. So it's all about timing, and then and just having that belief and faith in yourself, because that's what was so wonderful about our relationship. Was like, you guys believed in me. We're like, we know you can do this to pay your thing off, and then I believed in you guys that you'll help me do what I needed to do to get things paid off. And and I never had that before, ever, like in a professional relationship, let alone, even though ours is more than professional. But yeah, just having, right, just having that alone was enough for me. It goes beyond money. A lot of things go beyond money. Money is just money. It's just a tool.
And by stepping out of that, like, oh my gosh, and just like doing it anyway, like, did you have a
Right.
breakthrough in that? And
I
it's
had a huge breakthrough in that, because then it was like I was doing stuff that I was like, oh no, this doesn't even make sense. It doesn't add up. And so I was doing more of that in my business for myself, because I had my first moment with you guys, and then then I was like, okay, I gotta have some more. I had a lot more moments, like, oh my gosh, should I like doing my first federal grant. I never had done one on my own before, so doing that by myself. And I told my client, I was like, we're going to do this and it's due in 2 days. I was able to get 28-page grant proposal done in 2 days, and because I believed in myself and I believed in my ability, and the client believed in me, and we had that type of understanding, and I was able to do it, and we're waiting for it. That's $400,000 grant that we're waiting for. So, right.
Which you get paid $40,000 from.
Right, just from that for 2 days of work. And I would have never ever, right?
So was the jump worth it then?
Yeah, the jump you have to jump. Just like, yeah, it's worth the jump. And then if you fall, get back up and jump again. That's life. Because don't they say life is ups and downs? That's how you know you're living. If it's
yes,
that's death. Yes. That means you're dead. No, yes. Jump, fall, jump, fall, jump, fall. Live.
Live.
That's what I want to teach my babies. Live.
Well, you're teaching them by just doing what you're doing every day and living in your vision and your dream and your purpose. It does. Right.
Yeah. Thomas, just to keep everything to go, if you could drop QI if you really want the application. So
cool. And yeah, I really appreciate you hopping on today and just sharing what you shared. Your story is so powerful, and what you do is so powerful, and your transformation has been like such a blessing, honestly, to just watch and have you watch you go through. So thank you. I appreciate it. And guys, everyone who's put QI in the comments here, I'm looking forward to talking with you, seeing if this is a good fit for you guys. And you got anything else?
That's about it. Awesome. I'm just super excited. If you got on late, you might want to go back and watch this from the beginning. We'll be done here in a minute, so you can go back and do that. That's going to be super, it was so good. And we have so much. I just want to say this is, if you're on the fence, right, there's somebody on here that wants to take a look, wants to take a jump, wants to jump into our program, and they're like, all these buts are coming up, but I don't know what I'm doing, but it sounds like it's a lot of money, but it's whatever. These are the reasons you need to take action. Your breakthrough is in going through that but. It would take a lot of time to work this business. It's whatever the but is the reason that you need to do this. It's your butt. Clarence, my buddy, our buddy, he's awesome. He's so cool. He said it in our live. It's the but is the reason that you need to jump. It's the reason that you need to take action. It's a but, if it's because you don't have the money right now, right? That's the reason that you need to do it, because you need to get our guidance. You need to have the breakthrough. You need to have that so that you can get the money, so you can live that life, so you can take care of kids or live the lifestyle that you want to live, or make a bigger impact, whatever it looks like for you.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
So awesome. Yeah. Appreciate you guys so much. Look forward to talking to everybody, and see you soon.
If you haven't dropped QI, drop it. Bye.
Wow.
That was awesome.
That was totally awesome.
So good.
Great job.
Yeah, that was a nice retain. They stayed through.
We had a lot of people on at one point in time. I think we had 15 people.
15 at one point.
Wow.
Thank you for doing that. That's awesome.
Wow. Good.
Oh, it's getting reposted.
Yeah, I was nervous at first, but then I was like, wait a second, it's chat now.
You rocked it.
Totally crushed it.
Yep.
Oh, good. Yeah, every time I get on, you think I'd be accustomed to these videos, but I still get nervous every single
Oh,
time.
we're still recording on Zoom, just for the record.
It's fine.